and to also learn from what's happening there, but to meet wonderful people and be inspired by their passion and their commitment to hearing loss prevention. So I hope that you'll join me in hearing their stories today and learning from them as well. So as many of you know, Safe and Sound has been in existence this is our 6th annual award. So that's impressive for me too. Then we've been able to have pretty much the same core of committee members for all of these years. And that's really allowed us to fully develop the program, make changes and adapt it. And I'm very appreciative also of the committee members who serve on this task, because it takes a lot of time and effort to wade through the applications. So the initiatives for Safe and Sound are to recognize innovation and in organizations that document measurable achievements in hearing loss prevention, and to share those strategies as leading edge information to a much broader audience. I encourage all of you to visit the Safe and Sound website after today's presentations. There will be much longer slide presentations from both of our award winners that will go into much more detail with notes about the things that they'll highlight today. We don't take the time to tell the whole story, so please visit the website, and also please join the Safe and Sound chat table in the morning if you want to learn more about what they're doing. One announcement we'd like to make is that we are going to change the award process. We've learned over the last several years that our best candidates oftentimes have letters of recommendation and support from NHCA members or from people who are in the trenches and know hearing conservation well. We've also learned from many of our award winners that they're a little bit reluctant to submit their application because they don't want to, they're humble people. They don't want to toot their own horn. And I think sometimes they don't always realize that what they're doing is different. And it's been part of their culture and what they do for so long, they don't realize that not everybody does it. So the application process will change this year. There'll be a new application up in May. And the application, we're going to open it up so you may nominate people. We would certainly advise you to have the permission of the group that you would like to submit them as a candidate. But we're hoping that that might start some conversation about other potential applicants that may have been reluctant to submit their own application. So please think about who your clients are, the places that you visit, and who might have lessons that they can share with a broader audience. The other thing I'll mention is it's not a perfect hearing conservation program in any of the award winners we've ever been to. So don't think you have to have everything perfect before you apply for the award. We've had great conversations with award winners. There's always improvements to do and change to be made. So don't limit yourself in that regard. So with that, let's get on with the award presentations. As you know, we each year have a representative from NIOSH who greatly appreciate traveling to provide the awards. And this year we're able to have Captain Gregory Lotz with us. Captain Lotz is program manager of the manufacturing sector at NORA that you just heard about, and director of the Division of Applied Research and Technology at NIOSH. So I'm going to turn it over to Captain Lotz.
Thank you, Deanna. It's a pleasure to be here, and I bring you greetings from my director, Dr. John Howard. We're actually going to hear a video clip from him in just a moment, but I have a few other comments that I want to make before we go to that. So Dr. Howard has been here for the award presentation in the past, and you'll hear that he would like to be here again this year but couldn't make it. So I'm here on his behalf, and pleased to be here because I have a long association with our NIOSH hearing loss prevention efforts in various capacities, although not directly as an individual researcher myself. So what have we got here? Again? Okay. Not so. So I wanted to comment a little bit on some things we've experienced recently with respect to the impact we think is growing from the Safe and Sound Award. As Deanna said, the objective is to highlight success stories programs that have measurable impact. And so one of the ways that we have noticed this coming to light is the OSHA Technical Manual chapter that Christine Petiti talked about a little while ago. And so we're very pleased to see safe and sound to be mentioned there in Appendix G, as you see here. So it's also being used for the compliance officer, or to highlight information for the compliance officers, as you heard earlier as well. So there are also testimonials at other places where we've seen at the NOISCON meeting this last year. There were examples and testimonials to the importance or the impact of the award. There's been a publication you see here from Deanna Thais Morata, who was instrumental in the founding of the award, and Chuck Hayden on their 2013 publication, highlighting the success stories that have been uncovered and highlighted in that article from the Safe and Sound Award. So recently I had the privilege of co-chairing a workshop that was organized by the INCE Foundation, a group that they call the Technology for Quieter America Follow-Up Committee, which many of you may know of a review and report from the National Academy of Engineering published in 2010 called Technology for a Quieter America. It's very comprehensive on all kinds of noise issues, both in occupational but in also general public environmental issues as well. So some of the people involved in that National Academy of Engineering effort, who are members of the INCE, partnered with us. We partnered with them really at NIOSH to have a workshop just a few weeks ago on reducing employee noise exposure in manufacturing. And one of the things we did in that was to invite a couple of the winners of the Safe and Sound Award to, again, talk about the successes, what it takes to have a successful program, what makes their program more effective. So it's just another example of the way we're using the results of the Safe and Sound Award. And this brings us to the privilege and honor of recognizing this year's award winners. But before we do, I think we want to go to the greeting from Dr. Howard, and let's see if I can...
Hello, and welcome to the 39th Annual National Hearing Conservation Conference and the 2014 Safe and Sound Excellence in Hearing Loss Prevention Awards. Each year, through a partnership between NIOSH and the National Hearing Conservation Association, we have the opportunity to recognize organizations that are leading the way to preventing work-related hearing loss. We know that noise-induced hearing loss can affect workers in any industry. Hearing loss has a significant impact on the individual, their family, and on our nation's economy. I want to take a moment to congratulate this year's awardees and to thank each of you for your commitment to hearing loss prevention. Your efforts are helping to lead the way to a safer and healthier workplace for all workers. I'm sorry I can't be with you this year, but have a great conference.
It's a very important topic for NIOSH as well as for the country and really all workers everywhere, and that's one of the things that Dr. Howard said in his greeting. So with that, let us then move on to the awards. And so we're pleased to again partner with the National Hearing Conservation Association to present awards honoring those who have shown dedication to the prevention of noise-induced hearing loss through innovative practices, policies, and unique advances in the field.